Okay, folks, welcome back to Phatkat Collections. Are you guys ready for a fun watch? This one I've mentioned many times. When I do a watch review and I know I'm getting something from my brands, right? There's certain ones in the shipment that I get really excited about. Now we are changing our marketing plan, just so you guys know. And I know a lot of times you guys will make requests and I'll reach out and get the watch and then review it. But and just so you guys know, Dartmouth has many brands underneath their kind of like umbrella, right? And this one is a brand called Dominatore Del Mare. I think I'm saying that right. And it's a brand that I keep going back to. I haven't reviewed a lot of these, maybe only one other one. And when I order in the past, I'd get to pick what I want. There's always ones in the shipment that I'm getting really excited about, you know, because they're just kind of outside the box and different. That is changing, so I'm still going to get excited, don't get me wrong. Still going to be sharing watches, but they're going to decide what they want to focus on per month and send me 3 per month. So just kind of keep that in mind. And I still have a whole bunch of watches. Like, you'll be getting, for the most part, videos every single week, coming back to other models and that kind of stuff. And, you know, we'll do the live streams and all that stuff. But this one here, very cool. And I hope that what I like about this, it's a smaller watch. For you folks that are, let me give you a little sneak peek. I always say summery and spring. This is definitely a watch like that. And so this is one that, what I like about it, has that vintage vibe. And you folks, I've said it many times, if you're watching me, you guys know, I am a fan of Doxa watches, right? Even though I don't have one, I'm not going to spend $2,000 on a watch. I guess I could sell my Aqua Dive and get one. But then it's like, really, once I decide to sell something, then I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'll just save the money, you know, because I have so many watches. But I always like the Doxa watches, and I probably would have done that had they not come out with the homage watches. Like, you have Tactical Frog. I have 2 Doxa style watches, which are basically like copies, just with different branding. And it kind of filled my vibe that I wanted to get with getting a Doxa, because I honestly think a Doxa is overpriced. Like, you're getting, it's not, you know, when guys say it's an in-house movement. A lot of times in-house movements are just basically like third-party movements that have been tweaked a little bit. And at the end of the day, they all tell time reasonably well. So you're going to pay a premium for something that's stainless steel, same fit and finishing. Like, anybody who tells you, like, oh, you look at a Doxa and you compare it to a $150 Pagani design homage, there's going to be a huge difference. One's a shitter. Not the case. Like, yeah, one might be a little nicer, but it's not night and day, right? And so this watch is a Doxa style watch. You know, despite it has this color. Let me just shut up. Let me just take a look at this bad boy. So simple, has that, what I call a vintage style case. It's that kind of football shaped, elongated tonneau style, kind of really flared out where the bezel sits on almost on top of the case. Not as pronounced as like a Doxa, but I love this style of case. It just really is something I always gravitate towards. And what really made me get this one was the fact that it is this bright lime green color. When you look at 500 watches, and if I had one big case, and you were looking for, like, what's colorful? This one's gonna pop, right? And so they have, now if this isn't your cup of tea, right, they make many different color variations. A lot of different ones actually in this. So you have, 10 different variations. They have a beautiful, I'm not gonna describe to you what they call it, but, they added this, all right, so at least with this, remember I mentioned in other videos like that they come up with creative names for Nubeos. The names are actually pretty normal, right? I think they meant sky blue. They called it skew blue. I think they have a typo there. They have a retro orange, raven black, merlot red, which almost looks pink, but I guess maybe it's a little bit pinkish red. I dig that one. The lime green is the winner. The latte brown, which is kind of like beige. A fawn green, which is more like OD green. Citrine yellow, candy cane white, very cool. It's red green with red and green accents and a white face, very Christmassy. Then a Cambridge blue. You know what I would have called these? I would have called these blue, yellow, OD green, beige, lime green's perfect, Merlot red's okay, black is no such raven black, no big deal. Orange and just baby blue or sky blue, not skew blue. But again, at least the colors are pretty. You know, they put that second to the name. And the name of this watch is called the Amalfi. It's A-M-A-L-F-I. I think I'm saying that right. And it is an automatic watch. Dude, this watch is killer. This is what I get excited about when it comes to getting something new. So what do we have in this? So let's talk about the movement. So no exhibition window. I love seeing that. I can go either way with exhibition window or not. You know, it's cool that you get to see the movement, but I guess when I first got an exhibition window, I was like, oh, sweet, you can see the movement in the rotor. But now I almost feel like there's something more robust. It's almost like more tank-like, having a dive watch that's all stainless steel, it's automatic and hiding the movement. So most likely this probably has like an NH35 in it. Although if you are on the fence, oh, actually, they did put it in the under the description. So let me just read you what it says first. Experience the beauty of Amalfi with this masterful crafted timepiece. Inspired by breathtaking landscape of the coastal town, I guess that's the name of the town, Amalfi, this collection presents a bold, cushion-shaped case with vibrant color options with a Seiko NH35 movement. So there you go. Unidirectional rotating bezel. See how that feels. Oh, yeah. Solid. It's energetic, stylish, and durable. Absolutely. This is a durable watch. You know, this is a stylish watch, and it is most importantly, a fun watch. So what do we got here? 316 stainless steel, 44 millimeter case size. 14 millimeters in case thickness. Get that to focus there. There we go. We have a lug to lug of 20 millimeters. That's not lug to lug. That's the lug width, right? So a 20 millimeter strap on this. Applied indexes, a mineral lens, a pull-out crown, and a 20 millimeter green silicone strap with buckle. 5 ATMs of water resistance. Price on it, $480. Use my coupon code and get a discount. $480 for a watch like this. You know, you can definitely get automatic watches. You know, Tactical Frog, Pagani Design, I'd say comparable quality, $150, $200. So why would you spend more for this? Well, use my coupon, don't spend more. Watch out for sales, absolutely. But really, when I look at, go online, try to find a watch that looks like this. This is really, with this particular color, the funness of it, the brightness, that's what really makes this watch. Negatives, I would say I wish it would have done something hot pink, something more like a shocking green. Throw those 80 colors in here, but they really killed it with this one. Absolutely love it. This is one of those watches that you would never want to change the strap on it, and you hope that this lasts forever. The strap's pretty cool. It's silicone, and it has like a basket weave, sort of like, what do they call that? Like a wicker, almost. Hard to see on camera here, but there is a wicker-like texture. Lots of different holes. Just something to be cautious of when you're putting this on. I've noticed sometimes I'll accidentally get the wrong hole, left or right. You want to use the center ones. But I like that they kind of blended them in with kind of the, we'll call it like the vents in the strap. Got the Dominatore Del Mare logo on the back. Nice threaded case back. Would have liked to have seen a screw-down crown. A little extra water resistance, but not a big deal. You still have water resistance on it. Love it. It's a very fun watch. What kind of, yeah, applied indexes in a mineral lens. So in that 450 range, 480, 450, definitely I think they could warrant that price if they would have, you know, upped to sapphire and put a screw down crown on it. But overall, you know, it's not really something that's, you know, not having a sapphire crystal is really just, I think, a rationale to charge more. So I do think that this watch will go on sale. It probably has been on sale already. I've had this watch for a couple weeks, and I think this is just a really great addition if you're looking for that vintage kind of vibe. Even if you don't, even if you don't necessarily, let's say you have a lot of watches. Like, why would I buy this? If it was, let's say it was just black, there was no other color option. Why would I consider a watch like this? Well, it's a different name for my collection. Another one to add to the lineup. And I think that as you start to really build your collection, depending on what you want to do. I mean, for me, it's a little different. Would I have 500 watches if I didn't do this, like as a side gig? No, you know, I'm very fortunate. I get to get these free watches and collaborate and review them and refer them. It's great, you know. But you know, when it comes to you spending your own money on it, somebody who's going to buy this is really looking for something that's kind of fun and colorful. Or let's say you have Pagani Design, you have Tactical Frog, you have some of those brands that you're going to find on AliExpress and eBay and Amazon and Temu, but you want to just get a name in your collection that's kind of like micro-brandish, right? Nobody's heard of it, you're adding something different, that's going to do this for you, right? And I think that this is a wonderful addition. Let me throw it on the wrist here. Now I am 5'8". See, I did it right there. I put it in the wrong hole. So you got to kind of line it up. Not a big deal. Oh man, I wore this the other day with like a lime green shirt, and it was just awesome. I got the wrong shirt on today. I wore this shirt because I was doing a review on this one, so, and I just get too lazy to change it up. But rock this with a lot. Just pick even like a business setting. Picture like a nice lime green tie. Man, you better call Saul for this outfit, right? Lime green tie, lime green watch. Absolutely just vibing it up. So anyway, joking aside, fun watch. Looks cool. Definitely a cool one to add to your collection. When I was looking through this particular website before I requested this, you know, I said it many times, and I repeat myself a lot in these videos, I know, but when I go through the websites and I'm just kind of running you through my process for looking for what to review, I'll just go to their site like this. You watch me here, and I'll just click through. And when I went to this lineup, they always show like, you know, they'll show like the newest models. I always search for like new, and this one popped up first at the time I ordered it. And right off the bat, when I scroll through these, you know, the baby blue is always going to catch my eye, but the lime green really just called out to me. And, you know, I did see the candy cane white with that 2-color strap, but it's a little too much for my personal taste. But the lime green was the one that really really drew me to this watch. And sometimes that's really all it takes is a specific color with a specific model watch to make you want to add it to your collection. So, very cool piece. You know, check the link in the description, see if it's on sale. Definitely pick one up. There's lots of other models if this isn't your cup of tea either. So, thanks for watching, folks. Have a fantastic day, and take care.